everybody, it's Shark Scrapper. Welcome back for another Wednesday's Bites. I don't know what this is. It says Hewlett Packard on the CD-ROM. Probably means it's a old Hewlett Packard. That would be my guess. Well, we're not going to find out sitting here looking at it. Come on, let's get in here. Let's dive into it. Get the hard drive out. That was easy enough. Any other obvious screws here? Right there. Get that one while we're here. While we're on this side. All right, now let's see what we're dealing with here. It's all bent up. We'll get, there's the power supply. Get those screws out of the way. Now sometimes with these older kind of computers, not very familiar with how they're put together, what needs to come out, what doesn't. So I just unscrew everything. Usually that means I unscrew too much, but with these older ones, I just don't, you don't get enough of the same kind to build up that memory of what needs to come off and what doesn't. So there was no reason to take that one off. Oh well, c'est la vie. Here, I'm gonna put it back on. There, it's back on. All right, get that out of the way. There's a fan down inside of there. This was the power supply. Get these cards out of the way. Yeah, I could mess with that. That's just going into too much metal for me to throw that in with gold connector ends, and I don't feel like messing around with it. So, all right, nice old interface, kind of graphics interface with lines and phone. And right now, to me, it's just a PCI slot card. Get the brackets off. Get those off. And if you've watched some of my videos before, you're kind of thinking to yourself, you might be thinking to yourself, hey, wait a minute, why are you doing that, Shark? I thought your yard didn't require that you take that off. Well, the e-waste buyer at that yard has relocated, and they have not replaced him with a dedicated e-waste buyer. So I am back to preparing boards to send off to Chris at Board Sort, the high-end stuff. Because the way they're doing it now is, you know, they have a set price, and that would be a mid-grade board, because they don't want to go through the effort of training the staff enough to be able to identify anything more than high, mid, and low-grade boards. The result is, that's fine for the vast majority of people that show up with stuff, but for people like me and all of you who watch my channel, you're very capable of separating this stuff into components that have greater value. So there's no reason for us to lose value if we don't have to. Therefore, I will be sending those slot cards to Chris at boardsort.com now. All right, gold connector in, metal, that's gold connector in. Get Get that off of there. All right. More gold connector ends. Those out of the way. And there's the screws for the caddy. More screws for the caddy. Oh, that would have been a... Maybe that didn't need to come out. That may have been a lock right there. To get the caddy out. Yeah. Oh, there's the little directions for how to get the caddy out. All right. Now then, get you guys out of the way. Oh, another slot guard. There we go. That's how we play that game. All right, let's get the extender so we can get down inside this thing. This case is pretty deep. Nope, you're not a screw. All right, no brass risers. So that's the empty case. Get the battery out of the way. Let's see what kind of socket we're dealing with. Looks promising. Oh, green fiber. Nothing wrong with the green fiber, because that means this is a large socket motherboard. Yay! All right, you go in there. Battery has been removed. Large socket motherboard. You can remove this IC chip if you want to, without lowering the value of the board. Chris will allow you to take off the socket mounted stuff like that. All right. Don't really know that it makes a huge amount of difference, but anyway. All right, so beautiful large socket motherboard going in the large socket motherboard tote. Aluminum heatsink, more shred. Let's see what these guys look like. Small bit screwdriver. Ooh, that's a nice CD board, nice and big. Yeah, these older CD-ROMs usually have pretty good sized boards on them. Again, if you want to, you can go after that motor, that motor, that motor. There's 3 motors in there, more low-grade board. We got screws on this side, screws on that side. I know I'm going to take off the wrong set of screws here. Survey says I took off the wrong set of screws. might be... Nope. Nope. Okay, let's find out. Another nice board there. That's a nice CD-ROM board. Hey, get back in there. Where do you think you're going? All right. Let's finish getting this. Oh no, there's nothing left to take off of here, so. Get this somewhat organized so this stuff will all fit down inside of there. Got one more metal caddy to throw back in there. All right, now then, boy, it'd really help if I remember which side I took it off of, wouldn't it? I think that's the way that went. I think it's the way. Get a load of shred in. All right, Torquies. Torquies, that's a Torx bit, which is common in the hard drive boards. Every now and then you'll find them with Phillips. Hard drive boards. Hard drive, no board. And power supply. If you want to take a deep dive into the different levels of scrapping and associated values for power supply units, the link that you're going to see right here is going to take you to my video where I analyzed the cost comparisons for scrapping and micro scrapping power supplies. You should go check that video out while I finish trimming the ends off these ribbon wires.